run a photo studio and how I got into my studio space, I get asked all the time. Let me start off by saying you do not have to have a studio space if you want to get into photography. I took pictures for 6 years before I ever got my own studio space. And when I was ready to get my own indoor space, I ended up just refinishing my basement of my house, and I had such a love-hate relationship with that. I loved it for a few reasons. One, it was right downstairs. I did not have a commute. I also loved how cheap it was because yes, I did have to pay to refinish it, but once I was done with that, it wasn't like a high overhead like having a studio is. Now, downsides to it, your clients have to come to your house. I also did not have an outdoor exit from my basement, so everybody had to come through my entire house every time they wanted to come over. So I had to make sure my kitchen, my living room, my bathrooms, everything was entirely spotless for a client. And I had 2 young kids of my own. So if you're a parent, you probably understand that was a nightmare. I then found a studio space when I moved towns, and I found a really small studio space, and I was there for a few years. But then this place popped up on my Facebook feed. I live in a small town, one of those places where everybody knows everybody. And long story short, a girl who owns a wedding venue out here who I'm friends with, her uncle ended up redoing this place, and that is how I found it. She put in a good word for me, and I snagged it. I do not love having such a high overhead every month, but I do love having my own studio space. But definitely weigh all of your options before you jump into this.